I think what we're addressing at the moment is the need to cope with the reality of this Parliament, to make things work, to try to supply government for the country and good, responsible government. So, I don't think there is any clamour out there for another general election. Certainly I don't see any clamour from my colleagues for a leadership election. So I think we are in a position to proceed.
But she is sort of on life support, isn't she? And there'll be a change probably within the next 12 months.
I don't think I think it's very brave of anybody to try to make predictions in today's world of politics. I think if we can get government on track, functioning well, delivering for the country, then it may well be that people are quite happy to see that proceeding.
What needs to change as far as the position is vis-a-vis the manifesto? I mean, a lot of things have gone out the window, fox hunting and all the rest. What about on this question of Europe? Does there need to be a look again at the approach to the Brexit talks?
I think everything has to be looked at, but we shouldn't get carried away. Clearly the Labour Party was contesting the election with a policy on the EU that was broadly the same as the Conservative Party's policy. We both want frictionless free trade. We both accepted that we had to leave the single market in order to have control over our borders and to be able to control levels of migration. So there are very few substantive differences, and 83% of people voted for one of those two parties.
On the other hand, people are now saying that maybe we need to look at the single market option again, possibly go back to the Europeans and say, look, is there any way we can make this work with control of borders?
Well, I mean, of course, David Cameron tried to make that work, and nobody was prepared to deal with him on that basis. So I'm not sure that would be on the table, but I do think it would be quite an odd conclusion to reach, that when both the main parties get a bigger share of the vote combined than at any time for decades, that you should immediately turn away from the central premise of both of their manifestos.